is a first ever Premier League meeting between these sides. In fact, it's the first time they've met in the top division of English football for some 35 seasons. Back then, Graham Taylor's Watford came here and won 5-0, thanks to Mo Johnston's hat-trick. Since then, they've been back on 17 different occasions in the league and won just once. Will we get fireworks after the match kicks off? So away we go. High-flying Wolves looking for a third home league win in a... First corner of the match goes Wolves' way, to be taken by João Pedro. That's into a great area, and Bennett was right in the thick of it, and the goalkeeper had to touch it behind for another corner.
Yeah, he's taking no chances. As the ball comes in, and it's Bennett that wins it, then he takes a slight deflection off Mariappa. But just going back to Messina and the opportunity, you know, he's tried to clear his lines. There's a real problem with the sun in that area. And I think he's just got his calculations all wrong.
This will certainly be a foul. Ryan Bennett penalised for that challenge on Success.
It's good play from Success again. Seen him a couple of times, that is strength. And just see Bennett, the only way he's going to win it is to actually try and go through. Isaac Success, and in them situations, you've done the hard work. Not Success facing his own goal.
Great run by Deulofeu. Hughes, Pereyra. Now Doucouré, set up for Capoue. Oh, what a stunning strike! Étienne Capoue has unleashed a beauty there. The goalkeeper didn't even move. Whether it got a deflection, I'm not sure, but it's his first Premier League goal of the season. And Watford strike first with their first real attack of the game.
They've grown into the game, and what they've done, they created an overload. You can see Hughes here, he goes over with Pereyra, then you've got Doucouré. That means that the strike from Capoue, he's got time and space to take it, and it's a wonderful strike. He hits it first time, you can see he's got time and space. And what a strike it is. Doesn't hit anybody. If anything, it looks as though it might actually go through. Cody on the way through. Goalkeeper Patricio, he's not expecting it, and he's actually taking a step to his left. There's no way of him getting back, but fantastic play from Watford to create that overload.
And they're in again, it's Pereyra! Brilliant! 2 goals in a minute from Watford! And it's Pereyra this time, with his 4th goal of the season, and out of nothing here, Watford lead by 2 goals to 0.
A quiet game has had takeoff. 2 goals in a matter of minutes. They win the ball back really quick again. We talk about the pressing, and then Pereyra, you can see he is onside. He's been played onside by Cody. What an exquisite finish it is from Pereyra. But they just haven't got themselves settled from conceding the first goal, Wolves. And Watford weren't hanging around. They've got their 2nd goal. And what a great few minutes it's been for them. The first touch, the 2nd touch finish from Pereyra is absolutely outstanding, and that is a man in great form who's full of confidence.
What a finish that was! He made it look so easy. Deulofeu, Cathcart, Femenia. Willy Bolly can get this away. Header by Mariappa. Bennett's header. Doucouré finds Hughes, his Success. Oh, he's gone over. Is that a penalty or just outside? It's very, very close. Just outside the box. Well, that was a huge risk from Bolly.
Isn't it just? Watford midfield, the way they're winning the ball back so quickly. Isaac Success was really well, and it's a great decision as well from the referee Lee Mason. You can see the challenge from Bolly. It is outside the area, but once again, Watford dominating the midfield area. We spoke about it before the game, the likes of Capoue and Doucouré, they're dominating at the moment, and that's meaning that Wolves can't get out of their own half. Just looking at the wall, you've got Pereyra, who's in there. Is he going to try and create a little bit of a space if it is Messina that's going to hit it.
Deulofeu. He's appealing for handball, but it was a half-hearted appeal, really. Went for power. The 2 goals that Watford have scored have really been the only 2 meaningful chances in the whole half, really. Deulofeu. They've been clinical, haven't they? 2 great finishes, the one from Pereyra, memorable. There is Pereyra to Isaac's success. Capoue. Hughes. Oh, lovely interplay. Doucouré. Pereyra goes for it again. Well, that would have been a stunning goal, wouldn't it, if that had found the top corner? That was delightful to watch.
It's fantastic play, but just look at all the Watford plays in one area here, and this is where they're outnumbering Wolves going forward. They've always got that extra pass, and Doucouré just lays it off. So Pereyra is just not able to keep it down.
Well, he's quite capable of finding the top corner from there. Success. Ball just ran away from him, and he's presented it to Jota, and he's got it through to Jimenez. Well, it's a rare opportunity for Wolves in this first half.
Yeah, it actually came from Watford losing the ball, and then they got Wolves then on the front foot. It's a lovely run from Jimenez. Good ball from Jota, but just the first touch, he couldn't get it closer towards goal so he could get a better strike.
Here's Cathcart. Foster, who hasn't really had a save to make. He'll like that to continue in the second 45. Messina. Success. He's done well there, hasn't he? He's found Hughes. Femenia on the overlap. Here is Femenia. Now Capoue. All the nice football is coming from the visitors here. Right back to their early season form. Femenia through to Hughes, he's onside. Doucouré! A chance for 3. Again, beautifully worked.
Yeah, they worked it really well. Femenia puts it through Johnny's legs. And then we talk about, once again, the midfielders getting forward. This time it's Doucouré. He takes a first touch, probably not out of his body enough as he would want to. And just near enough ends up toe poking it, but he was a top goal scorer for Watford last season in the Premier League, and once again, very good football going forward from Watford.
Capoue. Pereyra once more. Can't get near the ball, Wolves. Deulofeu. Pereyra. Deulofeu again. He's lifted that in towards success. Hughes, will it come to Femenia? Oh, and that deflection takes it just wide. There's no time for the corner. Well, Watford are halfway to a 50th Premier League victory in the club's history. A cracker from Capoue in the 20th minute gave Watford the lead, and then less than a minute later, a really accomplished finish from Pereyra made it 2-0. Doucouré could have made it 3. Wolves simply not at the races. They haven't tested Ben Foster at all. Welcome back to Molineux, where Wolves start the second half. Remember, unbeaten in 6 Premier League games. That run under serious threat here after that terrific first 45 from Watford. Ruben Vinagre, who's just come on, yet to lose when playing in the league for Wolves. He's got his work cut out here to keep that going as Success shoots. Could easily have been 3-0 in the first minute of the second half.
Well, I think we could well see this a lot of times now in the second half. Wolves trying to get into it, they're going to be more open. They talk about the three at the back and the two midfielders being close together. Well, there's no existence of it there. And the pace Isaac Success has got, he's direct, he's quick, he's strong.
Cody. Space for Doherty. Coutinho. Neves. Now Vinagre. Oh, that's a good ball in. Foster so relieved that that spillage fell straight to a teammate. Jota. Costa. Back to Jota. Chance here. Oh, once again, Pereyra coming back to help out defensively and doing it beautifully. What a game he's having.
It's fantastic. You see Messina's just been taken out of the game and Pereyra's there to cover him. Truly brilliant. The amount of Watford players getting back behind the ball as well, making it difficult. This time Jota to get a shot off.
Coutinho with the free kick. What a good ball towards Bennett. Volley. Well, he just couldn't quite get it under control. It's a fairly comfortable save in the end.
It is a great effort from Bolly. You talk about the second balls into the box. Bolly does well, he gets under control and tries whichever way he can then to get it into the back of the net, but Foster's aware.
Oh, that's given away dangerously by Coutinho, and here goes Success. Doucouré through the centre. Here goes Doucouré for 3-0. No! Well, I think he was thinking he was going to celebrate there. Wolves had other ideas. It's Neves that got back.
Absolutely brilliant from Neves.
And then Hughes, did he pull back? Could well get booked for that one. Will Hughes has prevented a counter there, and I think referee has no option. But this was a fantastic bit of defending from Ruben Neves.
Yeah, it was, because you can see the break is on for Watford and it's Doucouré that's making the run from midfield. This is where the ball's lost, but you just watch now when Doucouré, he's looking to get into his stride and Neves just matches him stride for stride. He sticks with him, and then when the ball's played through here, this challenge right now, absolutely magnificent from a defensive midfielder who we talk about going forward and making things happen in terms of the wonderful goals he scored, but he's also got that about him as well, to be able to come back and make a great covering challenge like that against Doucouré.
A speedster of their own in Adama Traoré. He's getting ready to join the action now. Cavallero, great turn. Costa, Coutinho. Well, for all their pressure in the second half, Wolves, how much has Ben Foster really had to do?
The build-up play's been good, but it's just been the final effort, the final ball into the box. You can see what Coutinho's trying to do. Just curl it into that far post, but it was always rising.
Oh, that runs through for Gray. Volley didn't get it off Hughes. Still Gray. Great pace. But Cody gets it away.
The one thing we know how good Traoré is going forward.
Another decision goes against Wolves. The ball booted in the air through sheer frustration from Diogo Jota, and that's why he's shown the yellow card.
A lot of frustration from the Wolves players. You see that. It's a foul there. He's just cut across, used his path. But I was just talking about a second ago, we were talking about Traoré.
Well, that was absolutely inch perfect. Oh, nicely done. Oh, and the header is just over. A chance for Cavallero. And in the context of this game, that's a huge chance for Wolves.
Yeah, it's great play on the left-hand side from Vinagre. Takes the ball well. He's held his width really well as well. And you just see Cavaleiro gets on the wrong side initially with Cathcart. He should be doing better there. He's got to be getting that on target. And he gave him a few chances for Wolves. And that was one okay. He was leaning back a little bit and had to readjust himself, but really needs to be testing Foster from that area. And I think that's the one thing from Wolves' perspective, in particular the second half. They've been on the front foot, but Foster hasn't really been overly tested.
Smashed one in, didn't he, against Everton right at the start of the season on his Premier League debut. Could he repeat the trick here? 10 minutes to go. Ruben Neves over. In truth, that was never troubling Ben Foster.
It wouldn't surprise you at all if he was to get on target, but he's got it up and over the wall, but he's just not been able to get it down enough. Something that I think he's thought about a lot over the international break. Over the top by Moutinho. Could be a chance for Cavaleiro maybe. And Costa! Well, they simply haven't been able to finish the chances that they have created. There's another one. And the front three linked up well here. And just see that when he goes to Cavaleiro, he just lays it off to Helder Costa. And just always rising. And then a few minutes earlier, Troy does really well, and then Helder Costa, it's a penalty, but absolutely no chance. If anything, just a coming together between Helder Costa and Hughes. It just runs into Hughes. You can see the referee Lee Mason in great position.
Forward by Moutinho, Cavaleiro. Costa, he's over again. This time it got a deflection, it will be a corner.
And Lee Mason seems to have in front of it until he saw Helder Costa after he's had the shot running back towards the corner flag. And just say things in between. Decore. Very fortunate in that situation, it didn't lead to a second yellow.
Tremendously fortunate. There is the full-time whistle, a 50th Premier League win for Watford, a first Premier League win in 5 for Javi Gracia, and what a win! 2-0 at high-flying Wolves, where they were rarely threatened. 2 classy goals in 58 first-half seconds. Étienne Capoue drilling in from long range through the legs of Conor Cody, and then a really classy finish from Roberto Pereyra. Less than a minute later with the outside of his boot into the top corner. And in truth, if any side was likely to add further goals, it was Watford, who came close on a number of occasions. A bad day for Wolves, but when they look at the first quarter of the season overall, it's been tremendously positive. Full time at Molineux, Wolves 0, Watford 2.
Click here to subscribe.